Okay. Hmm. I've heard of that song, and I heard like the Weird Al cover of The Room Where It Happens. That's about it. Looks like it's probably a pretty neat song in the context of the story. Okay, right, so we're still in here because I decided to explore this area at like the worst possible time. What's this thing again?
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
Okay. Right, I want to unplug that to see if, what was that again? To see if anyone plugs it back in. Oh, hey. What happens when I go up here? So I don't think I'm gonna make it to the balcony, but I just kind of want to see what happens. Oh, came out of here? Huh. Well then. So I guess that must be from one of the floors upstairs. Where's that warbly radio sound coming from? Yeah, I didn't go down here. Sure is dark. A cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. Okay. Sounds gross. Okay. I'm still not gonna make the fee, even if we did make it back on time, which I don't think we're gonna. Okay, well, I guess I could. Man, unless that pawn shop's open all night. Fuck, that's my only chance. Where's the pawn shop again? It's like down this way, right? Wait, was this the pawn shop? Is it open? Yo, dude, can you buy this expensive stuff I found?
Officer, the flashlight, please.
Oh, right, fuck, sorry, I forgot.
Hello again. How can I help you?
She has 4 arms, and it gives her a new personality? Interesting. Okay. You can help reconstruct them. Something I'd like to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Can I show him the corpse?
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Check my...
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I found this cool shot put ball. And also, this. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be used using a radio computer. I can get a lot for it, but also I want to see what's on it. I have a cool rifle. Still not gonna get me enough, is it? I'm gonna sell the nice pen that the lady gave me because I have 2 pens. Alternate dimension form? Oh, okay, they have alternate versions. Interesting. I vaporized my algebra teacher. How much money do we even have right now? I can't see my money menu. I could sell this rifle. A broken bell in the grave from Elgie's Pass. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Pawn it. Damn, I want to know what this says. Because, like, I might be able to use it on the radio computer, right? Okay, I only have $60 after that.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Maybe I can go back to the guy with the $60 and be like, "Hey, this is nearly half of what I owe you. Is that enough? Can I get the rest to you later?" I don't have a lot of time. Oh, there's more people here now. There's someone doing karaoke. Well, it's open. Hey, man.
Can I help you?
About the money.
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Okay, so I can't
Yes.
pay him one at a time. Fuck. Can I just, like, sneak up there to do the, I still have, like, 20 minutes here, but can I knock on this door again? Are they home?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Hold on, I'll accidentally vaporized my algebra teacher. It wasn't on purpose. Yeah, one of the few things I know about Limbus Company, besides there's some weird time fuckery and stuff, is that all the characters are based off of characters from classic literature, because I guess the devs are huge fucking nerds. I still have no idea what Wuthering Heights is about. I just kind of always assumed it was like a historical romance drama based on the name and vague information, but okay, it is Victorian romance. If it's an English word, then, like, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everyone in the world is doing something without you. I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me on this ugliness. Swallow the emotion. Why are you doing this, Inland Empire?
Is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it.
Can I even get in here? I can't. I can't even get in here. Fuck. Okay, can I still go out here? Okay, good, I can still go out here, so I don't have a room. But, alright. As long as I can get into the Whirling in Rags and get on the balcony, then I can at least do the summary. Fuck. Maybe we have time to go talk to that one guy since he's supposed to be home after 9? We don't have a lot of talking time, though. He ruined a perfectly good bus, but on purpose this time? Wait, where the fuck is that guy? Just like over here or something? Maybe I can ask him for money. Where does this go? Oh, right. Okay, I need to get up to, it's over here, I think, right? Or wait. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, what? You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. Yeah. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Did I try that door? I think I did. Is that guy home now?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Let me... What are y'all talking about? Fuck. The more I learn about Limbus Company, the less I understand. It seems like a pretty expansive, fictional universe with a lot of weird stuff going on in it, so that's fun. And it is all fucked up, all of it. A god buys us cheeseburgers. I gotta read the Percy Jackson books eventually, they sound kinda cool. Interesting.
No one answers.
He's still not here?
Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Oh, right, he said tomorrow. Okay, fuck. You gotta be honest, Kim. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I might be completely fucked. Damn, that bottle's up there and I can't even reach it. As long as I can get onto the balcony, I can at least do the debrief. Then, I don't know, maybe I'll have a chance going into that one room. There was, What's over here? Another spattering of bullet holes on this wall. Someone was there again? Oh yeah, that's... Can't get in there. There's the dead guy. Kim, can I sleep in your car? Oh, they're finally gone. That guy is still over here. Is he okay? Is he dead? You alright, bro? Better watch your mouth around me, boy. Man, even if I sold that other thing, I wouldn't get enough. It's a filament. Where is that coming from? It sounds like it's coming from the secret room, but... There's like the radio frequency.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall.
Yes?
What does it mean that I keep hearing the like radio signal thing coming through? Does that mean anything?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Oh wait, can I toggle sprint with caps
Thick layer
lock?
of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
I kind of want to yell hello into the furnace. I'm gonna yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, you've awakened the entity.
I summon the ghost to this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. This is the police. Who's there? Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything?
There's
I can't
pause.
hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
A safety curtain?
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
What do they mean, safety curtain?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Why would I need to smear my hands with coal? I mean, I kind of want to, but... Okay, where's... Does this go back to the bookstore? Or, well, no, just this area. What safety curtain was she talking about?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Okay, so I can put this in
Like a
here.
smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
I don't know, could
The
it?
static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Oh, hold on. Y'all are chatting it up over there. Genshin honestly seems kind of boring. It seems like the whole point of Genshin Impact is pretty anime characters will all kind of look the same because they're all elaborately over-designed and have, like, generically pretty faces. It's kind of annoying. I get so tired of generically pretty anime characters. My best friend shops for wedding dress. Okay, interact. Oh, I thought I said I played dodge. Okay, I play dodgeball with candles. Demon pigeons attack at Force Family Reunion ever. Man, that's cool. It's like their alternate selves. Be like a game that comes with a fucking reading list. Best principal gets a missile launcher. I'll just let y'all keep chatting. It's too much to keep track of.
Good evening.
I'll catch up eventually.
Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
East London.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the... Well, the production schedule is the thing. Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Oh, okay. Have any other information about this company?
One moment.
She sounds so tired. You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
What's the production
The
schedule?
filament you have inserted into the reader.
Okay, I mean, that's what it said,
That was
but...
a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
I don't know.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
The old lady sighs as this wave of static distorts her voice to a robotic sprawl. How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It's called production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password?
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Oh, damn it.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Yeah, I'll find it, probably.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine or are you alive? What if I say I'm the cops?
Good. Please repeat the password.
This is the police. Please open
I
it.
am contractually obliged to protect
Okay.
the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Okay.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Sorry, I don't know it. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Okay.
Received.
Don't worry. Passwords.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smouldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Print?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Wait, where am I? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. So someone is hiding out here. Oh? Hi. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Hello.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh, she's pretty chill. A bird-like woman sits on a throat of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. This must be the lady who opened the curtain.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Oh,
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I should. Haven't knocked on her window. Are you asking me about dice? What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
She blinks.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Well, she seems to sell dice, but why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Huh.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Honestly, yeah, that's why I'm here.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice.
She tilts her
How else
bird-like
can I
head.
help you then?
How did you become a dice maker? Okay, I'd like to order a die. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Hey, where are we anyway?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
I don't think she's a malignant entity.
The lieutenant
She's just a
looks
nerd.
at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
Were you out?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Daily ruckus.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try to come up with an example. Do you mean Kuno? Kuno's always
During
happening?
daytime, there are usually those kids.
Yeah.
And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in. You never took your eyes off of your work to look out of the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Yeah, do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Yeah, cool. Respect.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
What is this
We're
place?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna
Place
tell
officer's
on you
right.
for squatting.
There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Inland Empire, why do you believe in the curse so much?
Great here.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
See. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is
More or less.
gone.
Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Ah,
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
bro, shut up, physical instrument. You're so annoying. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I would never let any other one androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. Now, what's wrong with a bit of experimenting?
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under the headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. As you from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Oh no.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Amphetamines.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Don't hear like stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron?
The taxidermy?
Taxidermist. No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Let it pass.
Anything else?
Found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
And no insect had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
That was actually a trend, I think it might have been one of the Victorian trends, unless I'm getting my eras mixed up, but basically, iridescent beetle wings were used to add to the embroidery of fancy outfits.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Dang.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Oh. Yeah, it's past 10 already. I'm just gonna kind of see how long I can stay up. I don't know if Kevin's gonna pull an all-nighter with me, but I mean, if I don't stop to sleep anywhere, I'm probably not in danger, right? So, this is probably fine. Yeah, have a good time, man. Hope you enjoy that weird-ass game. How is this late game? There's so much interesting stuff in here, and it's like right behind the bookstore. I hope you get those sleeves done eventually. I will try my best with the voice thing. That would be a cool figure. It's always like the weird monsters and stuff that really resonate with the fans that there's never any cool figures of. And so people just like, the fans have to make them themselves. Hell yeah, I bet it looks cool. When I eventually watch the series, I'm probably gonna love it. Dang. That's one to scare the little guys. I like insects. Insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Well, I do like insects. I just know that it can be more complicated.
Anyway.
But I do know that, fashion trends in the past have nearly driven some species to extinction, so, like, putting specific bird feathers on things have, like, made it so that, like, bird law is crazy. Like, people who collect specimens of birds or skulls or feathers or anything like that have to, like, carefully tiptoe around bird law and really know the laws in their area to know what they can have samples of, because the law can't tell if they got it, legitimately by just, like, finding a dead bird or by killing the bird, so honestly, Yeah, insects rights. Really? Where a dead fly. She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back, legs curled up in a bow tie. I found a strange machine. There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. On the building's intercom, it's not working. Found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Well, they were wrong.
I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind their curtain on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. This has been a gigantic ego trope, but it did look impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Nice, sometimes they kinda are.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Are we feeling defensive here? Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. It's too bad I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. It would have taken a lot of budget, though, and a small startup like that would have had trouble. So, I'm just gonna say it's too bad.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Oh yeah, Baby Doll Spider is definitely the kind of thing that I would see like one of the horror doll modders or sculptors modding or sculpting. Sounds right up their alley. Yeah, so they're saving. She tosses a pair of dice on the table, one of them stops near the edge of the metallic
The
desk.
result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Dang.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Crit fail.
Anything else?
Oh, it's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Fritta does the same thing.
It really does. I know a girl just like that. She works in Frit as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. What do they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? What do they expect? Yeah.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs to her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Well, yeah, like, if the fridge is inside a large, like, taxidermied... I didn't even realize it was taxidermied, but, like, a polar bear. And if they didn't give it proper ventilation so that it can... Because, you know, fridges have, like... They have to have airflow around them so that they can work properly. So that they can, like, vent off the stuff. Yeah, it's like... If it didn't vent properly, it wouldn't have kept stuff cold properly.
Eventually, Ravishaw Ice City lost
Just
the
not a
price
good
war
design.
to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Non-solemnly, it's the market doing its job. Sure, the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it could come alive at any moment. I killed the bear. You unplugged it. I did.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she's heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own 2 hands. I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Rabbitchel Ice City cut their losses.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money.
Agreed very much, Snakes. I like not being scared of dolls. Sometimes I like dolls because they're a little bit creepy. I have my little collection up on my shelf up there. And I keep trying not to get more because I see like a creepy doll at a thrift store that's like kind of fucked up and is missing a shoe and it needs some hair repair, and I'm like, oh, a little friend? Little friend need a house? Bring the little friend home? More creepy dolls? And I'm like, no, not any
The
space.
taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Oh, Megatherian, like prehistoric bear. What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Oh, okay. Basically the universe's version of a spirit animal.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Ah.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Ooh, heck yeah, do some fun fan art of that thing. Wise noble beast. I got a vision me and myself. I don't have a comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Yeah.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
What's
I've
with-
been here for a long time.
What's with the rollerblades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Wow.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumutiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Why hasn't he been arrested?
Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around.
I should sell them and pawn them.
They were just props. Why return them?
Yeah. Man, sometimes for references for things, if I can't get a good one, I'll have to especially if it was like a video or a game, I'll have to go back through it myself and then try to pause at the moment that it's sort of clear so I can see it well enough. And sometimes that's literally the only way I can get a reference, and then I'll just have to screenshot it a bunch at different angles or however I want to get it.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
What's up with all the broken windows?
Oh,
Well, I can
this
guess.
one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Huh. Okay, so I guess audio live streams of them killing people. Wow.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what is a snuff milieu? It's a shame about those windows. I'm not going to even ask about the milieu.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I know what she means by that. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I
She
hope
rubs
you
her
didn't try
forehead.
to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line in her dusky skin. Hope you didn't try to ring me.
I think none of those doorbells work,
Oh.
including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
She just, like, moved in here and has to do everything herself, huh?
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So the doorbell with the empty card is yours.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Okay, a few more questions.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I heard this place is cursed. Did you know people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happens to all those companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
She raises her
I've heard
brows.
that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. She is exploiting her own daughter.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
The Whirling is part of the Doom commercial area? Yes, it's still a separate building. Melissa, and she can't reach there. The Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills. You're right, the Whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed. Whirling isn't doing well either.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lay there, scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years.
Dang.
Selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Well, see, the malicious energies are capitalism. Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Yeah.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
She leans forward in her chair to study her face.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. Starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world's a puzzling place. I thought it was bad business decisions and natural market fluctuations this entire time.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
You should absolutely, because you have a lot of, like, sort of funnier things in your book. I mean, you have some stuff with the guy whose arm is cut off, I'm sure, but, like, your characters generally have a more cartoony, cute look to them with, like, a cool stylization. You draw characters in fun outfits and neat OC stuff, and they're just gonna come across as a baby spider monster in a hallway and be like, what the fuck? Jump scare them. Yay, perspective practice. Perspective can be kind of satisfying when you, like, get it right, you know? But also, sometimes you can just completely fudge the perspective, just wing it, just make it up, and go with, like, the rule of cool, like, if it looks okay, it's fine. But it could be really satisfying to get the perspective right, because then everything just feels more natural, and you could really make that baby spider monster pop, you know?
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, hasn't her business failed? Probably because she doesn't have to pay rent. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Cool. Alright, more questions about the
I'm
building.
listening.
Um,
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
That's it. I don't know if I can order a die from you yet. Hey, what's up, man? You
We
gotta
should
head
think
out?
about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
We
yet.
should take care of that then.
I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. I don't know if we will figure something out. Before we go, I have to see what that is. It's over here. La Delta 51. Okay. Wait, I'm up here, right? So, like, how, some shoes there. That's where I came in from the bookstore, right? Can I get out of there again? Oh, wait. Heck. Well, I know I can get out over here, I think, so... Can't go over here? How do I figure out what's going on with the radio signal? Like, can I not hear it? Because I can hear it on my end, but like... Can my character not hear it? Maybe if I look slightly respectable, he'll take pity on me?
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. How about I just give him the 60 I have and get the rest later? I mean, if I put a little bit of money down, then why can't I do that? I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Come on, man. After everything I've been through. Kim is about to say something. Let
I
him.
understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his
I
glasses.
feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
You're so true, bestie.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops
I
mid-sentence.
mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know. I don't know if that'll help. Conversation isn't going anywhere, is
Not
it?
until you bring me the money.
Okay.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Huh?
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay. Frick, what's in your car? Motor carriage.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft globe.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport
The
enclosure.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things? What do you mean you confiscated them? You said something about a pawn shop? Thanks, I appreciate your help. Sorry, I can't take them. It wouldn't be right. What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
You took his spinners? Isn't that corruption? I get it, I would have confiscated them too, they're mesmerizing. You took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it, I would have confiscated them too, they're mesmerizing.
They are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly.
He hesitates.
I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yeah, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Yeah.
But thank you.
I appreciate your help. Take the spinners.
Lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okay. I did desperately want to say that I couldn't take them because it wouldn't be right, but I'm sure he doesn't want, like, me hanging out with him overnight or sleeping in his car or something. I'd probably stink the place up, so...
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
I have something else to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Continue.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
They would help so much.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens a cash register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Takes the cash and
Here's
turns
the
to you.
130 real you need for your bill.
Thank you.
Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket. Okay,
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
nothing at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
I'm gonna try to do a check on this.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Perolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
What's
A
Perolidon?
drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. To the point. So where does a man get Perolidon these days? Didn't mean it was really warm in
I
here.
try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
Alright. Pretty obvious you're under the influence. No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Perolidon before I lost my memory. Chill out, man. I'm a chill cop. I just want some of what you're having. I didn't mean to offend you. Drop the subject. You don't want drugs. I'm trying very hard to make him
I'm
resist
not offended,
chemistry.
officer.
He loosens up. Care to carry Perolidon with me? Alright. Thanks, man. Okay, I'm glad Kim took most of it and then gave me the 130. Cause I was gonna be like, I don't want to keep the entire 200. I would feel too bad. Like, that's Kim's. He can use the extra $70. Well, yeah, I guess I didn't. He gave me most of it. Fuck. And his pen, because I probably talked to a lady earlier. Damn it. Okay, well.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got
Have your money.
Well,
Here's 130 real. Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. I'm gonna continue to be a sorry cop because I want him to know that I'm sorry.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Aha. He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. Okay, so I have to be
Pay for
back here
each
tomorrow.
night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay, I should be
I'll
able to
take a
cover that at
room here
least.
too.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Why are you staying here?
Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I guess he probably wants to keep an eye on me. Okay.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Night, Lieutenant?
Just a moment.
Oh,
You had
yeah.
some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay, man.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. He can do what he wants. He can have a few vices. How do you think today went? So what are our powers exactly, the RCM? Just look into the night. How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Kind of prefer to start searching the scene, then move on to removing dead bodies. Sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I? Say nothing, just look at the city. I'll let him carry on.
As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over there.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Okay, so even if I don't find the badge, I wonder if it's just in the trash in my room. I gotta try to convince her to let it go.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a stand-up Precinct 41 practice?
I guess if you use the sprint button too much, he gets annoyed about it.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. In training for a long-distance run, I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I'm gonna go with the first one. Mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep
It's
up.
impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
How old am I? He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on a cigarette.
Those are some stylish shoes, too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
He smiles suddenly. Would it help if I took them off? I'm just wearing them because they're nice, but... So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Would that be an easy power to abuse? 1,000, why not more? Okay, what else? Up to 1,000. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
And if someone resists.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Plug this in. There we go. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, have you ever killed anyone, Kim? What happens to the people we convict? Who makes all those rules? So I kill someone while on duty.
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Yeah. You ever killed anyone?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to
Okay.
coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Who makes all these
The
rules?
coalition government and the moral intern, more broadly.
Yeah, that's good. And a lot of the fun of doing fan art from references or even a study or something like that is that if a part is blurry or something like that, you can either practice drawing something blurry, like figure out how you want to draw like one of its limbs in motion or something like that, or you can just like stylize it up and sort of figure out how to interpret it in your own way. And also, you have a bunch of pictures of a baby face spider monster, in your files, which I'm sure can be useful for so many things.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on the window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Hydration check. I should also be checking my posture more than I am. I gotta like adjust my legs. I can't sit on a chair normally. I always gotta be cross-legged on it, or have one leg up, or be doing something. And my legs start falling asleep, gotta move them. Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. Let's say it was the coalition government. Say nothing. I don't know enough yet.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
Goodest of the good cops. Really get Kim to trust you. What? The Moral Intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. It's how bad it is in here. I want to be honest with them.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
The Insane Cloud Posse and the Epic Penis Institute of Science. Got it. What do they believe in? What is their symbol? What do you think of them? I have an opinion on the Moral Intern. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist
Like the
project
card?
set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
I'm getting kind of weird vibes from them, honestly.
Almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
Yeah.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Do they have sort of like a mothering instinct sort of thing going on, where they think they know what's better for everyone? Who is Dolores
A
Day?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And
He looks
it
at the
doesn't
city
look like
below.
that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on the Moral
Do
Intern.
you?
Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. Done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization, protecting bourgeoisie rights. Mutter silently. Immigrants, literal kids, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. Heck, well, I guess keep your lines light. Or like, something I used to do that I still sometimes do when I'm trying to add a character into a background is I'll draw the background and then, I use like a light source. Like, I didn't have like a light, well, I don't have a light box even. I have like a light tablet that's basically a kid's toy that I found at a bin shop, at a bin store, but sometimes I would even use my phone with just like a white screen, like in the Notes app or something, or even my laptop screen with a big white canvas on it, but you know, use it like tracing paper where you have the background and then you draw the character into it, then you trace the background back in so that you have them on one paper. You could even like tape it to a window if you're okay with working vertically. There are like instructions about how to make your own light box, but sometimes stuff like that really helps because it's kind of like using layers in a digital program, but like on paper. Especially if you're really nervous about messing up the background or smudging all your lines or something, it's, I don't know, it's something that helped me in the past, and that I have had to do a few other times. Giving us the right to police Revachol. It's like, I guess we... Also, welcome back, Jessica. Okay, blue forget-me-not, love, compassion, self-discipline. Throughout the modern age, have like those opinions. Second thought, I don't know what to think about him besides that.
My kind of police officer.
A light smile looks at the roundabout. I guess I could jab him a bit. I didn't know you smoke
I
him.
have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
That's good that you keep it to one a night.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How did you get so cool, Kim? Right then, the debrief. Return to it. Would it be awkward if I asked him how he's cool, or would he think that's funny? I don't know. He already thinks I'm awkward.
You mean this?
The light of a
This
cigarette.
isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Okay. The light of his cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Right then,
Yes.
return to the debrief.
It's been a long and eventful day.
He pulls on the cigarette. You're so close, you can do it. It sounds like a fun hell. At least an interesting one. Just look into the night. Just chill
The
out.
dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, you know. It's different inland, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like
It's
this?
our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you. This place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And then Jamrock and the GRIH.
We run this city.
The great.
West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are...
He shakes his head.
But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, or at least do some good. It won't change anything here. I'm gonna be an optimist.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Well, that's what we gotta give the future. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Alright, man. Exactly. All cops are bastards, except for Kim Kitsuragi. See you in the morning. Alright, I see you, man. Can I, like, clean up in here? Can I at least, like, take the bottle off the floor? Dang it, I wanted to take the bottle off the floor. Like, it'd be great if I could just, clean up in here a little bit. You know, maybe they would like me better here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix it. Why would I... Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Let the mirror be. Love the art style on this. Yeah, I think there should be more interesting depictions of, like, heaven and hell in media. Because they're pretty common in, like, our... just, like, socially... What's the word? I'm not thinking of the right word. It's not socially, but are, like, synonym for socially Christian society. I think it would be cool if there were just, like, you know, more depictions of heaven and hell, because there's kind of a lot of them. Man, I need to watch The Good Place. It looks really cool, and I've seen a lot of fun, like, GIF sets on Tumblr and stuff like that, and a lot of cool analyses, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should check that out eventually. And instead I rewatch something that I've already seen. Yeah. Boing, 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 boing. People in Bluey costumes? That's kind of creepy. Yep, sometimes you sure do become overwhelmed by the urge to be silly. Report back to Plaisance about your findings. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask other peoples to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? I do need to talk to that rich lady more. Also, hello. Aw. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. It will be locked over 2100 as long as you don't have a free place to stay. You have to do this every night. Okay. Maybe there is a free place to stay? I mean, there's like a mattress in the abandoned part of the building over there. Why can't I just squat there? I do want to increase this one just so I can, like, Is this what I need to jump over that thing? Let's try it. Let's level up our physique by ignoring drugs, probably going into withdrawal actually, and getting some sleep. It is kind of creepy that they're using mascot suits to try to connect with kids.
Not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Well, crawl in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
Ew.
The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I wanna sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
I will never know why it doesn't happen, besides the fact that my brain is fucked up.
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Ew. Check the
It
blanket.
barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Ew.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other
It's a
side.
little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts, sleepy time.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
They're gonna go through a dream sequence? Oh dang, we doing a dream sequence? Forgot to check something. I can use caps lock to toggle running. Okay. Oh. Huh. Is that me?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. I'm assuming this is a dream, so...
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said, who? I left. I was left. Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I'm answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
What will she hear about?
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I don't know if he left or if she was left. But judging by his reactions, I think he felt like he was left, no matter what happened.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I'm pretty sure Kim's my friend. Kim's my best friend. I can get it all back. I don't want to come back. Yeah, I kind of think whatever's bothering him, he should learn to move on instead of obsessing over getting it back. Just where I can comment like, this is me from 2 years in the future. I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Okay.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Have I? Well, that is the voice of one of the narrations in his head, right?
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
Yeah.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Shut up, Limby system. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Well, I'm gonna solve a case, so fuck you.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Wow, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already.
Great.
A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Is he awake already?
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
I don't work at the shit factory. I work as an officer of the law. I am the law, if you didn't know. Doing okay, buddy? Yeah, he didn't sleep well at all. Boy, was having a rough time.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? Is that the most beautiful dream? Uplifting, rejuvenating. That I was gonna be now when I close my eyes. I want to be sarcastic.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
The hell's going on
You
with me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think?
Severe depression?
It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening? No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. He likes questions, so why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
This seems like the kind of bender someone went on where they're going to try to go cold turkey, so...
Don't do that. Stay strong.
Thanks,
The
Volition.
hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover.
Aha.
How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
Well, the effects lasted for quite a long time.
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
Oh, okay.
Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
No, fuck you. We're not looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
And you're being ridiculous. Half the town's not gonna die if I don't do
Suit
speed.
yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Well, withdrawal from substances can be a bitch, so shut up. Yeah, I think of all the things to get yoinked by, human-sized baby spider doll is definitely one of the worst ways.
On the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
How much of a chance do I have if it's in my hand? Why would I use the chain cutters?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Yeah, I don't think that would help me either. Can I, like, crowbar this door open that's back here? Would that help me do anything? Oh yeah, postcard. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the Discwork was built. The postcard is prepaid. Look at my notes.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined
Oh, I completely forgot to... Damn.
Have left spots on its surface.
I completely forgot to read that. Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
Oh, whoops. Was I supposed to leave that in the freezer to, like, keep it? What the note?
According to the note, someone named Sulislav.
Alright, okay, that was the box I had.
Doesn't specify.
That was Kuno, right?
Does not specify. Are you serious? You sure you don't want to hazard a guess here, detective?
Oh, you mean Kuno?
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
Hey, well, I did go get it.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Yeah, like, I woke up with electrochemistry pretty much going hardcore. I don't know if my choices at the beginning, like what sort of build or whatever to give the character did anything, or if it's, like, random. But he woke up severely hungover after, like, trashing his hotel room and also part of the hotel and pissing everyone off really bad. I don't know if that's the same in every game or if it's like random or if it depends on what you choose. Read a case file.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Yeah, I'll pick one of these here. The Next World mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
Oh, okay.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles lettres have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find who came up
The
with
case
it?
files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Remove the mural, it's wrong. Keep the mural, it's right. Motivation. Well, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't think the middle class is, like, in the wrong, so...
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
All it remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed, it's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing, because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. It's like, I like graffiti and street murals, and I think they should be encouraged, and I think street art should be everywhere. Unless it's, like, fascist or something, in which case, cover that shit up. With more graffiti that is more interesting and better and less cringe. God, have it burnt. I don't know if human nature is also be blind, but maybe, like, a little bit. Because some humans are fucking stupid and they're the people who create the upper class then ruin everything for everyone else.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I can revisit this. Enough time has
Not
passed.
much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
And I really want to open that. Let me open this. Come on. I'll close that first.
Rigorous self-critique.
Oh.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will.
Both those are not great. One
These
worse
are
than the
not
other.
flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Yeah, I also can't tell if the mural is communist, fascist, or neoliberal. Alright. Just like, give me again. Okay, plus on morale, learning cap for painter also increased. Okay. -2? How is that a bonus? Okay, I got a skill point. I do want to put more into interfacing, so I can try to get the thing open.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
I honestly don't know what communism opinion about the middle class is. I'm not sure. For my lack of knowledge, I would say maybe it's that there should be no lower, middle, and upper class. And it's like, maybe everyone's on like exactly the same footing money-wise or something like that. 1/4 of an ounce.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Well, I don't think people are evil, but yeah, I ride a little. Fucking ride till I die, bitch. I'm not sure I ride. Fucking ride till I die,
That's
bitch.
just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas.
Okay.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
You could say I took some money from that Manana guy, too. Oh, and there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy. Guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself.
Okay.
Are you rich?
Money-wise, not a lot. Life-wise, it seems like he's actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
It's all because of that Gark guy riding my ass. The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking taxes, man. I don't know, why am I so poor? Where'd all the money go?
Taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Every time I sneeze.
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for.
Speed the cap time soon.
Ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to...
Is this because I'm wearing those shoes?
98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Opt-in. Are you sure? It seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Wait, both ways it says you're... No, this isn't solving my money problem. It's only helping me, making me into a free market type.
A racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
What are you even talking about? Well, if I'm not being an ultra-liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should go ultra-liberal? Go away! Put that? Can I pick up the... I want to pick up the bottle. Guess I should put the bag in my hand for now. Oh, I can pick those up. Can I not pick that up? I guess I can't pick that up. Glass tear, glass tear. And the other little things? Can't pick the big bottle up for some reason. Oh, more? Nice. I can clean up a little bit. Yay! Oh my god, I'm getting so much glass tear from my room. Yeah, creative pursuits are also like one of the things that makes me go like, what the fuck do people mean when they say no one wants to work? People love working. People will work so fucking hard on so many things just for the aesthetics or because they think it's cool or because they think it's fun. And what the people who say that mean is that people don't want to work for garbage pay so that they have to starve and lose their house and not be able to create anymore. People don't want to be exploited. Is he already downstairs? Did he go into this room? I'm guessing he's already downstairs. Yeah, people will just keep working on the creative stuff. Oh hey, it's these guys now. I have to go talk to them. Okay, Kim's at the counter. Before I talk to them, I gotta go say hi to my boy with my bag full of trash. What's up, man?
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
He points to the mess hall doors. Oh, Yellower, if you're gonna be moving to hell eventually, I mean, you know, you gotta check out the neighborhood, you know, see where you want to set up, see what's available, you know. This is like house shopping. What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
These men Gar told us about
I
yesterday.
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Mm-hmm.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Most recent spin is snapping, like finger snapping? There's this, like, thing that I like to do that I learned, oh yeah. Yeah, you said you can, like, only properly snap with one hand, but it's like, wait. Yeah, if you snap with one hand, snap with the second hand, and then form the second hand into, like, a fist, or sort of an open fist, kinda, and then you slap the fist with your other hand, so it's like, yeah, it's like you can get 3 snaps that are, like, very quick, and it's fun to see how fast you can do it. Oh, whoops. What did I do? Okay, I can kind of see where they're going with that. I just kind of, yeah. I mean, that does kind of make sense. I know people who here, like, eat the rich, and they think that that means, like, the people on the nice side of town over in the Heights who have, like, the fancy houses, and I'm like, they are way, way, way below the rich we're actually supposed to be eating. Like, just because someone has more than you doesn't mean they're the people causing all the problems. Like, they're part of the problematic system, but... So, yeah. So many of them. Maybe we should call them reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions.
Yeah,
No
you're right.
captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Alright, let's
One more
roll.
thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah,
Okay.
streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
We could.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
I am. I mean, might as well just ask them.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Kim, you trust me too much. Did he know that? Didn't know that. No, my best fucking bro, man. Okay, I can make a good impression
Can I
maybe
help you?
by paying immediately. About my bill for
Got the
tonight?
20 real.
Here you go.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I'll be okay. Alright, thank you. Oh, hello. You're here today.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
She turns back to you with a weary smile. Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might be able to make it up to you. See you. Seem busy. I'll come back later. Everything all right?
Oh, please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why'd you need to use a phone?
Let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night. But they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh, no.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Collecting dust. Okay, that's a really good one. Okay, but has your husband gone missing before? Sounds more like a side thing. I need to care of my main thing, then I'll get back to this. No, I want all the side things. You kidding? Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
It could be connected to things. I mean, he's gone missing and there's some weird stuff going around. What's this expedition he was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Oh, cool.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
It should be the rich are not your friends, corporations are not people, stuff like that. Yeah. Just your aunt's spirit in whatever afterlife or limbo that may exist, if those are even a thing. Just be like, the audacity. I can't remember if you said she was a huge bitch or not, but if not, I hope she had a good sense of humor. Alrighty, good night. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard that fell right into the water. Probably just some technical problem. Big billboard.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Alright, I'll try to see about getting that open, because I also probably have to get over there at some point.
Ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Alrighty. That's great, I'm glad she'd be laughing.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling.
Lena.
He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Alright, if I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Looks, character, your relationship, like, yeah, how does he look so I can find him?
Oh, dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
That's so cute of her. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Okay.
I hope I've been useful.
What's up with a rare scientist?
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
You're gonna be like, having a great time hanging out with my auntie today.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Yes.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast.
Neat.
Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
Maybe.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of Gnome of Giroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Well, now you're discovering new insect and ocean species, like, all the time.
Establishment. I thought so.
What makes you think the Phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is the evidence you have.
Of course, most Phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian Phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Yeah. Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Okay. What's so special about it then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment. Well, you know, an undiscovered species can be exciting.
Burrell can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Your husband is a scientist.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
So she's fully a believer.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
You called it a hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Well, don't be rude, man.
Such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Plus one less worried about husband. Please tell me about your special interests.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
Okay. Living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids,
we
bring
don't
it on.
have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Okay, that's all for now. Thanks, Lena. Oh. Wait, I'll wait over here. Hey man, what's up?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind the door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Do you know something?
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Okay, man. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them.
You see a heavy steel door.
Can't I just grab these from this side? I'm right here. Unbelievable. Hey, are you the gardener?
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener. Enough, let's talk seriously. I mean no trouble, I'm here to do my job, that's all. You're right, Lieutenant, you did seem friendlier sitting on the corner. I'm just here to do my job.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
Aw. Maybe tomorrow night you can take out all 2.5 of your cats outside. Just in case, like, ghosts are real or something. And you could put the little urn of the cat in the grass and be like, there you go, buddy. That's the kind of sentimental nonsense I would do if I had any of my cats, like, cremated or something. They've all just been buried in the garden. But I would absolutely be the type to be like, okay, buddy, you know, and set it in the grass and pat it and be like, hoping the neighbors didn't see me because they need to think I'm even crazier, and they already think I am.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
He points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay, well, we just want to talk to him.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Oh, damn, pretty bold there.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Okay, so what do you do here?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
She crosses her arms. Alright. What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach. I'm sorry.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Okay, so I've heard conflicting theories on that.
Goddamn right it is.
A gruff hump from the table.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Alright then, I'll talk to Titus. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Gross. Okay, what's up, man? Wonder where that Sylvie
This is
is.
where you say your bit.
The broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Alright. Okay, looks like he's trying to intimidate us right off the bat. The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
Alright.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
We're just having some technical difficulties.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Yeah. Can you guys help us get it down?
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Why did you say the exact same thing my brain said?
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Okay.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet.
Yes, be the crazy neighbor. Take your cat's ashes outside and take cute cat photos. I mean, it's sentimentality, you know? It's cute. I think it's cute. It's morbid, but you know.
Across, at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian, in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain.
Rowing Club.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
What's a plectrum?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
The little guy?
Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face. Mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Might have gotten punched out.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Yeah, where's the odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
I found 8 sets of footprints, so there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
Maybe there was someone working on their own.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking, and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! Talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points to the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
You're really not, doing good at not being really suspicious right now.
Good.
Not being the allegations.
The
Lieutenant
Officer,
Justice
your
spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Then maybe I should leave it. I'm gonna take off now. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Heroic. Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. Okay, no one else will talk to me, that's fine. We're pretty much expecting that they did it, right? Like, we know. Everarch isn't paying me enough for this. Is that one drunk guy still here? Okay, he's taken off. Can't throw his bottle away. It's all about money, you know. Alright. I had to ask Guard about something, what was it?
Can I help you?
Okay, I'll try to find him. I have to do that tomorrow. I'm still working on that. Oh yeah, I should go tell the lady at the bookstore. I wonder if it'll let me, like, lie to her about the spirit. Like, I have appeased the spirit or something. But also, I want to go back to see if anyone plugged it back in the machine. Okay, Matt, is there a chance he could just, like, fall down by himself? You're still here, man? You're back again?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, buddy. Okay, can I get to the other side by now? I'm just letting the auto walk thing go for me, because this area is very confusing to traverse.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it.
Oh, savoir-faire, damn it. Okay, so I need more savoir-faire. Okay. Man. Dang it. Okay, well... let's head back down, I guess. Anything hidden over here I can find? Guess not. Man, I heard that Riverdale got really popular, and I'm like, okay, because the only thing I know about it is they tried to, like, not make Jughead Ace, and, like, Jughead is the only character I care about from that fictional universe, because he's Ace. Because there was a really funny comic series written by Ryan North about him being, like, a silly Ace teenager getting into shenanigans with the rest of the crew. And they're actually pretty good and fun. Okay, so I can toggle that, alright. Goddamn, we have to figure out a way to get in there. I guess for now I can just go, hey kid, what's up?
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Any curses yet? Yeah, I found a way into the Doom commercial area.
Oh, that's great!
Your smile is warm.
Exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Alright. Hey, who are you? You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Alright then.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Okay.
She's such a working class woman. Why isn't she working?
Is she part of the strike?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman. Oh wait, fuck. I meant to say I'm a policeman.
She's still browsing.
Maybe she knows something.
Everyone
Okay.
can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need the help of a policeman? She tries hard to focus on the
What
book.
with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Alright.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
She's looking for the right expression. The dark sarcophagus paused dramatically.
Yes? How was it?
It was the charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a dump, nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. I am in no position to give out personal opinions. Just heaps of garbage, someone should let the sunshine in. I'm gonna mess with this lady. Leeching life energy.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
A tremor runs through her and she shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Talk to the entity. Her name is Nea and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, man, I have felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Yeah.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Why, the source is in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There still leads to follow, like the strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels, I will cross paths with it. I don't want to blame the taxidermist. Taxidermists get way too much flack. There's another entity.
A third order presence, yes.
She lets go of the pendant.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long. And definitely not in public.
She gestures for you to be silent.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Thanks, Kim.
Yes. The venture continues. In other waters. Darker waters.
Should we get out of here? Before the vortex collapses?
Oh, yes. We should get out of here before the vortex collapses. I gotta figure out where to find, a password. Oh, hello. This ain't nothing to me. Okay, that one guy's gone. I wonder where the old guys are. Okay, they're still over here. Oh.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first.
His faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Can't look bullet holes.
Where?
He looks around, points to the chips on the wall. Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, okay then.
We should focus on present crimes from the present century.
Okay. Thanks, man. Well, I was just perpetually done with my shit. Huh? Oh, okay. Where's that one lady? She's like back here, right? Have to talk to her. I have to keep scanning the ground for trash, so I can pick up all the trash and throw it all away. It's like way over here, right? I think. Okay, here's our boat. Interesting.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She takes a sip from her silvery thermal cup. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck. It's related to that medical episode. I'm having trouble remembering the most basic terms of reality. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown. Actually, now is not a good time for a reality lowdown, maybe later. Having trouble. Maybe I should be honest. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
Fine, it's related to the medical episode.
Ah, yes. The
episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Might be. She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
Thanks, man.
We may be here a while then.
She takes a long sip of tea.
Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
She looks around, her green raincoat flapping in the wind.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution.
She shrugs.
It has its charms, just not this time of year.
What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Okay.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
Okay. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
Great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol so great?
History, detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it,
Posture check.
our centuries.
Okay, who built the city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was it built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
Okay.
By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We're standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people.
Wow.
In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're an unimportant part of an important place. So we're pretty much at the center of the world. So we're on the periphery, basically nobody's. Unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about...
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Observe the large body of water swelling.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Okay. Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, but even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Okay, he's telling me to speed it up.
My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later. But I want to know everything now. But want to be lazy if I don't do it all now. Kim wants to move on. We need to get the body out of the tree.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Okay, thanks, man.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Freaking, what times are these? What is this acute encephalopathy? I am interested in asking about that, but okay.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
About my missing badge
I'm
again.
afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
This is a red check.
She's a negotiator.
Aha.
Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate her law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
I have my fucked up case notes.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Okay, so she wants me to look into something for her. Alright. Terminal B.
Or, you can recover your badge. Though, if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Lieutenant closes his notebook. Excuse us for a moment, madam. Alright, what is it, man?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How do you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge. Let's get back to her then. That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Okay, so the materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
So you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still.
She raises her bony finger.
Chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this? The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Okay.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Okay. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? No coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have that the Union is involved? I already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Okay, made up my mind about it. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
I did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Not tied up in paperwork.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
She smiles and points toward the roundabout. No coincidence that the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking to the sea.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Right, we're proof to you that the Union is
How
involved.
do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
Oh, wow.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Alright. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
2 might even be connected.
They
Or
could.
not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Alright. Made up my mind.
Yes.
We'll take the case, probe the driver, see what he yields.
Excellent.
She takes a long sip
According
of
to my
tea.
reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Alright.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. I'm gonna ask her one more thing
More
about
lessons
reality.
in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
She seems positively surprised. What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably from surgery. It's the drinking.
She nods slowly.
I'm gonna be honest with her. Yeah, I don't have these. Okay, that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
That's all for now, thank you. Alright, let's go, man. Woo! I meant to turn caps lock off. I messed up. Is this lady still cleaning in here?
Give me a moment.
Aw. Okay. Hey, how you doing today? Doing alright?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Can I grab that? Okay, catch you later, Cindy. Wait, can I go get that? How do I get up there? I can up there from here, right? I think. Yeah, there's that room. Oh boy, more trash. Yay, garbage. Let's head back this way, buddy. Cool mural. It's like, we have so many meat cleavers. Somehow, our prop department got really confused and ordered 50 meat cleavers instead of the one we said we needed. But we're not able to return them. How will we ever make up the ridiculous loss of all these meat cleavers? This is the room I, like, broke into, right? Or was it the other one? Oh, it was the other one. This was the one where the real estate agent was in there. This is still just completely open. Can I take something out of here? A bullet. And a Sarah Merizian lounge jacket. Okay.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns.
Okay, so the guy was in here again. Even after we busted into his house. That one goes upstairs. It's still early, so... What's this one? Oh, this is the gross restroom, right? Oh. Stuff in here. Just over here stealing his people's stuff. I don't know why they left money out here, but... Alright, I should be polite and close the door. I don't want the stench escaping from there. It's disgusting. So many meat cleavers. Oh, tin tear? Oh, money. Nice. I like how there's stuff to find, like everything changes. The store's locked, right? What was last time? Wonder what's up there. This is the guy who's not going to be in until 9. Alright, let's head back down. This room's still locked, right? Is that like the room that's in the back of the whirling racks that goes from the kitchen? Is annoying kid still over here? Yep, there. Yo, you see anything else?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Yeah.
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Come to take me out? trying to snuff me out?
The voice becomes almost inaudible. Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
I should have said I was sorry for sneaking up on her.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
Okay. Okay, we gotta go hassle the people at the trucks. Oh yeah, I have to contact the station, right?
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
I'm not even thinking about this. Wasn't I supposed to
do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
That is true.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look.
Does look pretty neat.
Someone has waxed it recently.
The machine really puts the loco back in locomotion, point to the vehicle. Very cool. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Shrug. A motor carriage, one of many. Actually, motor carriages don't interest me. Machine really puts a loco back in locomotion.
You want to take a closer look?
Lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. What's it packing in there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That sounds like some impressive numbers. That's what, a 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Goddamn. Lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile, unsuccessfully. A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the Lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. Aww.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Okay, enough about the details.
Anything else?
Okay, let's move.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from them about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Crenel and Downwell.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
First, as the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes, suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. Must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was. I don't know if I should just praise her, be like, yeah, thanks, we appreciate it, or be like, it's very important that we know whose armor this was, because then she'll feel like it's even more important. Just go with that one.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Thank you. Alright, Alright, done with the radio now. End call.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the
cabin,
void.
You see a set of...
Okay, I gotta talk to these guys.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
seem like a man who knows about drugs. Got any spokes on you? Do I want to say that?
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs at Terminal B. He might know if he was into drugs.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Why are you still hanging around? Probably because he has nowhere else to go, I'm guessing. But who do you think could be conducting the drug raid, then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol.
I'm
a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Okay, man. Sorry for shining the light in your face. Any other little secrets over here? Yeah, what about that weird old lady who's over here? Oh, she's still over here. How you doing?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do there. Okay, I'm not going over here yet. Can't I? Oh, I have to go around this way? Okay, I guess it's blocking that. Wait, why is there's something I'm supposed to find when this pops up? Why is the little thing floating around my head? Hey man, know anything about drugs?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Alright. Where's the other drivers? Did I accidentally click something that caused that to come up? Like, the circle thing's just around my head, and I don't know why. Are they inside now? Yeah, there's this guy. Wasn't there another guy over here? Wasn't there that one racist guy was a driver, right?
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Is this mug yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd think it's funny. Is it yours?
Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Okay.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag and a cigarette.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Sure.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Okay, so take it you're not smuggling drugs at Marnes. Listen, I agree, it's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? So you're not smuggling drugs at Marnes.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Oh my god.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
You sure you don't want to rat someone else out?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He pops on a cigarette. What are you still hanging around here for? Most other camioners have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry where the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
He takes a long suck on the cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. It's like, well, it sucks that he, lost his job over some people messing with it, but also it sounds like he was a garbage racist, but also I'm trying to get this guy to give him any information.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
Sure. If it's not you, then who is running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Like the street vendor south of here? The guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Okay, are you just saying that because you're racist, or do you actually know anything?
His tribe are natural liars.
Oh my god.
It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
He nods in a sagely manner, then another puff of that cigarette.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we'll go check out on Sealang.
Yes, so.
We're done for now. I don't know why I have the halo on my head, but I guess I just have that now. New thought. Really want to get into the thing. I really want to jump over it and get into it that way and have it, instead of having to deal with the big guy. No, he's not here, he's a bit farther down. Right. Hey, what's up, man? I figured he's just trying to make the best of things.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, Sealang, what's your stance on drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
He kisses his fingers.
Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs. Actually, don't like drugs. We're looking for... Well, he is super into drugs, apparently, but he's trying to stop liking drugs. At least the way I'm playing them. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yeah, it was him.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Awesome, man. I still am kind of on your side. Like, you're just out here hustling. He's just standing around.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you were embarrassed to tell me. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Sailing, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs to the Union. So you were embarrassed to tell me.
No, I just forgot.
Okay.
It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity.
Okay, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Unfortunately, types like him are absolutely the kind to believe in the whole fucking purity nonsense. Yeah. But, like, do you know anything?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Okay.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Yeah. This guy's just trying to live his life and not get into trouble, but he does know something. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddy slaying. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He shakes his head. Okay.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
Who are these other drivers who talk? Is the lady driver the woman back there? Points to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange. Could you be associated with Hardy Boys? Wait, who's the pale driver? Fuck. Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
We're cool, man.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Alright.
It could be. She was strange.
Could she be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
Alright, we're cool now.
Alright. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
Ah, man. I'll leave it for now, okay? But I might, I come back for some cool sunglasses. You don't know. I gotta make sure I'm set up for the next few days, though. Okay, wait, who is the pale driver? I think I talked to her before, but, like, where is she? Was she the one at the bookshop? That's still down there, huh?
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran Butter. The signed billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open.
Plus one ominous Daredevil feeling. I feel like someone definitely messed with that. Any trash? Any trash around here? Strange. Seems like an area where there would be trash. Maybe the pawn shop owner already picked it up and sold it himself. I don't know if those guys would know anything about the other stuff going on. Maybe I could ask him if he knows about the lady driver?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Heard that one of the drivers is a woman. I don't think she's here.
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around looking suddenly uncomfortable and looks away. Do you know something? What is it? I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Do you know who she is?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
What's she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Yeah. Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
You said you didn't know, and now you're saying you do. When'd she leave?
Damn, I don't want to...
Look you straight in the eye.
Just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
He shakes his head.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
Well, there's no guarantee she would be, like, murdered.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is. He says she believes it really is.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
Understandable. He says she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Okay, so she's also severely depressed.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Okay.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Raceman?
The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
The grey-haired woman?
Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Yeah.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
I need this info for another investigation soon. It's important, so I can't blow it. She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation. I'll drop the matter for now. I'll drop the matter.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Alright, man, that's all for now. Okay, maybe... something about the old gray-haired lady. Was she the one over here? Oh, fuck, my cat. Yeah, I completely forgot to end. Oh, it's already been 3 hours? Ah, damn it, it's like past 1:30 a.m. Okay, well, I have to talk to this lady, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to this weird old lady.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap, snap.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
I have to stop after this discussion. Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you jolted her back to reality. It's actually hoping you could tell me that. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She adds with contempt. What's so bad about the 50s? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution.
Yeah.
The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro? So I take it you were in the mask when you were young. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am. Right, I have some other questions for you. You were in the mask when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Sorry to interrupt. Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy.
She gets gruff suddenly.
What difference does it make if it's me or not?
So she's
They're beautiful.
Daydreaming?
That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world? The present?
Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lampish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Well, goddamn.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she conjured up. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Methk, it was a golden age.
Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Khalifa? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
She says, grinning. Okay, what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
You don't know what you're hauling.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
You get high off driving a lorry? What if the cargo is contraband? I guess it makes sense, minding your own business. You get high off driving a lorry.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Khalifa. It's low. I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes in reverie.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
And it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people.
Jesus.
What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Don't understand this whole Boyadero thing. Alright, are you the lady driver? Where I came, you seemed away. Boyadero?
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
What's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I guess that doesn't happen?
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, As he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
Let's see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in
Okay, I didn't actually see that.
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought it was going. Not suddenly. A beautiful song. That's a terrible song. That's not where I thought it was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Okay. Are you the lady driver?
She's just a distracted woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's the lady driver?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Dream is what it is.
She nods her head according to a rhythm known only to her, staring at the photo in her hands. Are you the lady driver?
Maybe you just call me a lady, Herife.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver, the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified
I'm
of.
only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Aw. You said long haul, that's... Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other commoners sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Alright.
Go sim.
Mind elsewhere on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
It's for important police business, ma'am. Please help me out here, it's important. Important police business, ma'am.
I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
She raises her boot slowly with contempt.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
The other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
She's not odd-souled. These are not the boots that made
I
the
could have
prints.
told you that from just looking at them. A size is 37.
Oh, okay.
The feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals.
Seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The great adversary? It's not really what I was getting at. I'm getting my hands on an experience like that. What is the adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
That's not really what I was getting at. Where should I get my hands on that? Okay, let me ask you something else.
Sways her wrinkled shell back and forth, a strange grin across her face.
Thank you.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Okay. Alright, I have to make myself sign off because I said I would, and I gotta feed my cat if she's even still alive and has not withered into a husk yet. Okay. Save game. Save. Alright, it's saved. Okay. Gotta make myself sign off. Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure I'll find her fully mummified in the kitchen, then I'll have to perform a ritual to bring her back. The ritual, of course, being slowly cracking open the can. And that's pretty much all you have to do to summon a cat back to life, so... Alrighty, one last posture, stretch, ow, fuck. Posture and stretch and hydration check, etc. Save your progress and whatnot. Fuck my back. Okay, but